Hello, everybody. Hopefully my audio is working, and I am very bright here. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Episode. That's not the news. There. Episode 96 of Canadian Brick Builders. Not much in the way of news today, so I thought, why don't we surf one of the old catalogs? Assuming some people show up to surf with. Yeah, as you can see, maybe in the description, I was hoping Dave K would show up. We'll still see if he will. We'll see what happens, because this is basically his wheelhouse. There, that's his wheelhouse. Anyways, hello everybody. How you doing? I'm assuming my audio is good. I just had a weird problem. I had to reconnect my audio, my microphone. So hopefully it works. I am tired. I worked on Sunday morning fairly early in the morning. It was only about an hour or two, but it's waking up in the middle of the night to do some work and then trying to go back to bed afterwards. You never really recover. And then Monday at about 4 o'clock, 4:30, I guess, I got a call from work that something had gone wrong. Thank you, Battery Powered Bricks and Axel as well. I had a call at work that something had gone wrong, so I woke up and worked till about 6:45, and then thought, I can't go back to bed because I have to wake up in 15 minutes to get my kid to school, or to get him up for school. So I basically lost like 3 hours of sleep that day. Well, 2.5 hours of sleep, with the other couple hours from the day before. It just, never worked. And then from then on, waking up every day at 7 o'clock to get kids to school and stuff. So it's just, never caught up to my sleep. So anyway, I'm a little I won't say out of it, but I'm definitely physically exhausted, probably mentally as well. But anyway, so yeah, I couldn't think of a really good topic for tonight. I had sent out a message to some of our fellow Canadian Brick Builders guests, and no one replied back. So I was like, meh, catalog surfing. It's something we were going to do a while ago and never got to it. So we will now. I need my afternoon nap. Yeah, I do. Again, teenager living in the house with me. So, when I'm done working at 5 o'clock, I got to make him dinner and then chat. And anyway, so this might become a shorter chat, maybe, and maybe I'll go to bed early and try to get some sleep back. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, so yeah, let's see. The past week, done some building. I'm about just shy of 3 weeks. Well, it would have been 3 weeks yesterday before I have to leave to go to Atlanta. Technically, 3 weeks today, I'll be halfway there. I think I'm stopping somewhere in Kentucky for the night. So in 3 weeks, is that right? I'm just checking right now. Sorry. Today's the 11th, 1825 1st. Yeah, in 3 weeks, which will be episode 99 of our chat. So episode 100, I'll be back home for. Anyways, in 3 weeks, I'll be heading out. So I don't have a lot of time to finish building. I don't know if I'm going to finish building everything that I'd like to. With issues with getting orders in and stuff like that, it's starting to worry me. So I'll see what I can get done. But I got a challenge: remake David Skeeter with modern Technic lift arms and parts. I have no idea what David's skeletor is. Yeah, 96 plus 3 is 99. Yeah, like I said, a little tired. And I haven't shaved for like a week or two. I guess 2 weeks. I'm debating whether or not to grow it out, but it's at the itchy phase, and I really want to chop it off. And again, I'd rather sleep than shave. Because, shower every morning, but sometimes you just don't have time to worry about the other stuff. Anyway, so yeah. I've been trying to get some building done. The hanger hasn't progressed much since. Let me throw it this way. There's a bit of hanger done back here. It's not much. I just got some orange parts in. I just got some orange parts in to work on that. So I have managed to get one Bricklink order in. I've been working on the actual cargo ship, which I'm going to gingerly lift here. And it doesn't look like much yet. Really, I got the wrong piece here. Hold on. It doesn't look like much as of yet. And I don't know how it'll turn out, but using these hockey plates, and I'm trying to continue the line over here with red. And I've been working on this cab the past few days, and this gap right here is really annoying me. The gap right there. So I've been fiddling with it today, and trying to figure out something to cover it up. But I don't like that curve; it just looks horrible. So I'm working on that. But the idea being these little walls here angle out and in a bit. I think I've showed this before, but basically these doors will slide back to allow the cargo bay to work. It's hard to do it when it's backwards. Let's try that again. So these doors will basically slide back. I didn't straighten this out first, and then slide into that area where that bends, and then that can fold back in. So it kind of keeps the doors out bay and kind of keeps them stored away. And the back will be the same, and there'll be like some kind of little compartment here. I'm basing this off of an image that's this guy. I can't really zoom in much more. I probably can. It's just my hand is full. So let's see if I can get in. There we go. I'm basing it off of this kind of ship as an idea. So obviously I'm not doing the lower cargo portions bins here. I'm trying to recreate an enclosed area. So I'll have some engines up here and back here, and the back of it's just kind of more cargo-y area, I think. So this is an idea I found online and kind of liked it. So it's hard to translate this front cab part into brick though, just because there's so many different angles in here. And I will figure it out, but I just worried about time to figure it out. And like I said, mine's got a bit of curve in this area, and I don't want that. I want it to be more straight lines. So you know, that's my goal right now, or that's my issue, I guess we could say. So yeah, okay. You know what? Let's just. I don't want to go right to me full screen because no one needs that kind of fear in their life. Let's see here. A week ago, I got that one. Did I get one of the animated catalogs? Sees the PDF doesn't show the moving parts in the sets. Obviously, for 1979, we don't have an animated catalog. It's really just the pictures. I downloaded the pictures from 79 because trying to find catalogs online is a little harder to get, I think. And I didn't break it. Hello, Eric Sith. Welcome. So anyway, so yeah, I've been working on that. Doing a little bit of sorting when I'm in meetings and stuff, and I don't have to talk because what else can I do? I can't really build because my work computer is like 90 degrees, 180 degrees over here, 185 degrees. I don't know, whatever it is away. So I can't really work and build at the same time. So I've been kind of doing a little sorting when I'm in meetings that are boring. And that's about it. I'm waiting for orders. Oh, okay. The 1978 go-kart. Okay. With modern technical forms and parts. Okay, so you're talking about remaking Dave's the go-kart thingy. Okay, I understand. Yes, Dave should do that. That would be good. Anyway, so yeah, what I was saying. I've been waiting for a Bricklink or no, a Bricks and Pieces order, which I made on December 2nd. So I knew that Bricks and Pieces would be put on hold in Europe and North America. The standard orders were being put on hold, and that was done in very early December. So I had placed an order knowing that it could not be processed until after Christmas. I didn't realize that after Christmas meant, 11th of January, no order has been shipped as of yet. Yeah, no order's been shipped. I just checked my phone as of yet. So It takes about 5 to 7 days before an order to get to me from Denmark, assuming everything runs smoothly. So right now, that brings me to the 20th of January. So if it doesn't ship this week, I'm looking into possibly receiving it by the 27th of January, which is about 3 or 4 days before I have to leave. So I'm really starting to get worried. This is mainly the pieces for my Classic Space Mosaic. I've been ordering as many parts as I can for it outside of the Bricks and Pieces system. In other words, I went to Burkina, which seems to be my new favorite site, a couple of days ago, and I ordered the 16 by 16 Technic plates that I needed because I just worried that I'm not going to be able to get them in time. And I've ordered some of the dots and stuff that I need, but there's a few colors that I need that order from Bricks and Pieces because I'm not spending, 60, 70 cents per dot on some of these, on the medium, I'm trying to think, medium lavender, somewhere in the 60-cent range per dot. And I need a couple of hundred of them. And I'm not spending that kind of money on dots when I can get them there for on Bricks and Pieces for 6 cents. So I did call early this week to say, hey, what's going on with my order? And I got put on hold for a little bit. And the customer service representative came back and said, last week they processed the November 30th orders. So that's 2 days from when my order was placed in the calendar. So the December 1st and 2nd orders should probably be processed this week. And I'm like, okay, fine. It hasn't happened yet. So next week, if my Monday, my order hasn't sent yet, I will fire off another call, or I'll make another call and say, hey, I called last week because you have a record of it and nothing's been shipped yet. And I'm now 1 week away from my end of January deadline. Please send my order. Anyway, so like I said, I have 3 orders right now coming in from 2 from Europe, 1 from the United Kingdom. No, 2 from Europe, 1 from the United States. Sorry. All 3 of them are currently en route to Canada. So hopefully they get into customs, at least into the country in the next few days. I'll get those by late next week. But none of the parts are it's these yellow. One of the orders is for these yellow supports. Um, One of them's for those white supports for this model. I needed 25 more of them, so I'm hoping those arrive. Obviously, I don't technically need them to continue the build, but I'm just worried that I don't know. I'm not motivated to continue doing the build until I get those parts, because once I get those parts, I can go. And right now I'm like waiting for them to come in. I think this weekend I will sit down and hammer out as much as I can and get as much of this base done as I possibly can. Finish the ship. I have to. I'm getting to the point now where I have no choice. So I also want to go see Avatar, because I haven't had a chance to see the second Avatar movie yet, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that before going to the States, but we'll have to see. So yeah, I've got 3 Bricklink orders coming in. I've got a Bricks and Pieces order that hasn't shipped yet. In the news, we'll touch on it in a few minutes, but Bricks and Pieces is starting to open up in Europe again for their bestsellers. So Europe shut down at Christmas time. Bricks and Pieces usually shuts down around Christmas. And that's because their staff is on holidays. Makes sense. But also in Europe, Bricks and Pieces, I think most of the shipping for regular pieces, standard pieces, which are like takes longer to fulfill because it's a bigger selection of pieces, and the bestseller parts, as far as I know, I think bestsellers were being shipped out of Poland in Europe. In North America, they're shipped out of Chicago, Illinois. So one of the reasons they did the shutdown is because they were expanding the Poland facility to be able to hold more parts. And I think they've almost doubled the amount of parts that they're going to have as bestseller pieces. So I think that's starting to open up in the next few days or early next week. But they're going to open that up and add in, as part of that, they're also adding in newer pieces since June. I think it is, like pieces that were added to the Lego palette since June in sets and stuff. So that means that when that opens up, if you place an order after that, it's going to take another week, or it's going to take like a month and a half to get those parts again because Lego's backlogged because they haven't been shipping January or December orders as well, right? So they have for North America, or so in Europe, you couldn't place an order for any parts from Bricks and Pieces. In North America, we could still order best-selling pieces because they came out of Chicago and they were still shipping, and we could place an order for bestseller or for the standard parts from Denmark, but they weren't being shipped yet. But their website doesn't say that. All it says is it's a 28-day delivery cycle from ordering to receiving, which is now pretty much past 28 business day. But it's now pretty much past for my order, so I now have grounds to complain. And I don't know. One of my other friends in the States contacted me and said they called for the same reason, and they complained, and they got like a $25 credit or something on their account in VIP points. So I mean, I really don't care about the points. I just want the damn parts. But anyways, yeah. So and Axel said he's still waiting on a book he ordered in October. Ouch. And yeah, I did tell him I needed parts for a show that I'm going to in January or in late January. So, you know, I'll re-emphasize it again next week, and hopefully I get the parts. If I don't get those parts, I can't bring them to the Classic Space Mosaic, which I haven't actually registered at the Atlanta BrickCon to begin with, because I don't know if I will have the parts. If I do, I'm going to bring it and put it up if they have space. I'll say, hey, listen, I brought this other mock. Do you want it displayed? Yes or no type thing. Maybe I will register it just so I get my name attributed to it or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. When I see the second Avatar, bring some towels. Yeah, I've heard it's semi-emotional. Well, I don't know how emotional it is. My kid just said it was good. So, but at the same time, he went with his new girlfriend. So, you know, I don't know how good it was because who knows how much attention he was paying to the movie. Well, let's not go in there though. Anyways, I guess we'll jump to the news. I don't know if anybody's going to join us, so why don't we jump into the news? So I'm going to switch over to here. I will go over to the screen. Let me just drag this guy back because we don't need that anymore. Oh, and just before I started the chat, we had some internet issues. So I have a couple of Brickset pages that haven't loaded. Oh, there they go. So I don't know if Brickset was down earlier or if it was my internet. Anyways, okay. So we'll start by adding Dave. Hey, Davey.
Hi, Jeffy.
How are you?
You look comfortable.
I'm exhausted. I haven't shaved in a few days.
Yeah, you haven't shaved. You're wearing a nice little comfy clothes there.
A Lego sweater.
Lego sweater.
From
I don't have
the
any Lego
Target sale
sweaters.
last year. Well, this is from the Target sale last year. This is all they
Yeah,
had.
Target sales.
That's why I have a green sweater.
Well, that's good. You look handsome in it.
Sure, Dave. And Dave, you have a nice nose. That Dave did a live yesterday, and someone made a comment in this chat that he has a nice nose.
A nice nose.
And I'm like,
my profile. It's not Max Klinger's nose, not Jamie Farr's nose, which is that
okay.
monstrosity of a nose. I watch MASH a lot, so Jamie Farr, the man with the nose. Hi, everybody. Hi, Axel.
Yes. Got Axel, Eric Sith. Kai will watch later on this week.
Hi.
Hi,
Yvonne.
Battery Powered Bricks. He's scrolling up too. Why am I bothering?
Hi, StreamYard. Oh, that's the top one. I know. That's StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For the last week, I've been doing lives instead of like just recording and uploading.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yeah. I was working on. I showed earlier. I was working on. Yeah, looks like it's gonna fall apart soon. I was kind of figuring out the nose of this ship thing, which I'm still not happy with.
Oh, we're doing the hockey rink ship again. Woo!
Yeah, cargo ship now with the hockey rink places. So obviously Dave doesn't watch our group chat or doesn't follow our group chat.
Not too much, but I will say that you were once trying to build that Blacktron ship with the triangle.
Oh yes, I remember that. I trying to build a ship that was a triangle logo, where the so it would have the 3 yellow triangle fronts, and the center one was a cargo ship launcher, a fighter jet launcher.
Yeah, so I'm gonna attempt that. By the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got some ideas.
It's a Reynolds nose.
Well, us Canadians, you know, we got the cute noses.
We do. I guess. I don't know. I don't think my nose is cute. But anyways. Oh, yes. So Axel has some recommendations, Dave.
Want a fully motorized remote controlled go-kart track.
So the 854.
Yeah.
And he also suggested that you make the 854 out of current Technic beams.
Yeah, I remember seeing that, and yeah, subless. Have to see what happened.
So, are you there, Dave? Oh, we might have lost Dave. Hopefully, we didn't lose everybody. Is everybody else seeing Dave frozen in a pose? I don't know. It could be that our internet is that the internet in Canada is got too many beavers running on it or something like that. I don't know. Or the beavers are taking a break. So hopefully, if someone can pipe in, still here. Okay, good. So it's just Dave that froze, or his phone crashed or something. Dave is froze. Well, we are in Canada, so I guess Dave be freezing is possible. Anyways, we'll jump into the news until he comes back because
I'm back.
There he is. Every time I want to jump into the news, Dave comes back.
We are sharing the internet up here in Canada, and
yeah, I was saying there's the beavers are taking a break. On the see, we lost Dave again.
The beavers on the treadmill are taking a break.
Yeah, they're taking a break. We lost you for a second there again, so I don't know what's going on.
Freeze
Earlier, I was saying before this chat, my internet was a little flaky, and I was when I was pulling up the news, I was noticing at the bottom of each of the Brickset pages or the Brick Fan pages, it was popping up with it was trying to access something on the web.
Oh,
you know, like you get those like little black boxes that say, or whatever color they are, that say, you know, downloading data from or whatever. And it kept on popping up, and I was like, oh, I wonder if one of the ad service sites is having some issues.
Yeah.
And that can slow down the internet, right? Because if suddenly that goes down and everybody's surfing and everything goes through those ad service, like Google Ad Services type sites,
exactly,
it can really slow things down. So, and my kid was having the same thing with Snapchat. He was trying to call someone and couldn't call, and I'm like, well, that could be going through there too. Who knows? But anyways, David is back. Oh, I love that helicopter.
I will be refurbishing the set sooner or later.
Refurbishing it? Yeah.
Yeah, the one I got in that lot a couple months back. The truck. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That truck
is
awesome.
One that I never got when I was a kid. Well, not that I was a kid. I was like 23 when it came out.
You're making me think of something.
5590.
No, I knew that part. Actually, I didn't know that one. No, if you ever get the larger, I'm looking through my my Bricklink wanted list type thing. Okay, you remember the largest doors that came in those sets?
Okay.
So there was the 5563 and the 5571 trucks.
Okay.
The bigger rigs. So they had one of those large doors.
Yeah, like a house door.
1 by 6 by 8. I have had one of those on my wanted list for a long time, and I don't feel like paying $25 for one of the doors.
Okay.
So if you ever get in a lot, if you ever end up with an extra right side door, I will buy it off of you, Davey.
Like 1 by 6 by 8?
Yeah, it's a big door.
I have to look this up now.
Yeah, it's part number 300. Part number 30074.
Set number 5568.
5568. Yes. You know what? Why don't we just do this? Control. This is the door. It came in black. It was in 5571 in black. So it's like basically the truck door, the right side door. I got this truck in a lot like years ago from my dad, like when he was in the States or when he was like in southern states and he was buying all the yard sale stuff. Yeah. And it had the left side door, but it didn't have the right side door. And most of the truck was complete except for that door. But that door, because it only came in this one set, cost $15-$20. And it's not that common to get because it's, you know, it's a big truck door. Like it comes in white too, but the black one was. And when I'm looking for,
I like the white one. I remember the white one.
Yeah, I never had the white truck, but I mean the cheapest one here in Thailand is $25 Canadian.
I gotta say, I don't even own one copy of that door.
Okay, well
I've never
that's
seen
okay.
that
I'm
before
just
in my life.
yeah, it's a weird door.
It's odd.
And I mean you
But
can
it's odd that I don't have one.
$71. You
I
can
don't
see
have
it's oh, this one's new for $75. Anyway, maybe you've had it and you threw it out because you didn't realize
No,
it was
no.
new.
Well, I put a Lego on it.
Anyways, it's just one of those parts that it's like I wonder if I'll ever get it. So I've always had it on my want list, and if I happen to shop at a store, one of the 7 stores that have it, I was always
Right.
going to. My goal was to always like pick one up. I'd pay the price, whatever. But that's the problem because it's so rare. I never actually shop at one of those stores. So, oh, my sister just wrote something here. Oh, this morning before 7 a.m. on the news, they said there's an
Yeah,
issue
it's
in
a
the
good thing
states
when
with the being hacked, with something being hacked. Something to do with airport. I forgot. Yeah, I know one of the airliners was the airlines have had some hacking related issues. Maybe 2 lots in Germany, 2 in the Netherlands. Guess they had old parts around here.
Hey, Brick Dudes.
Shops. Yeah. Hey, Brick Dudes, welcome.
I'm also going to mention the last lot that I bought. This is the first time I actually got this piece here, that 2x1 double slope with the buttons on it. It came in 2 sets.
2 sets. What sets?
The town sets, I think. I can't remember. I looked it up.
Okay.
So 2x1 degrees with printed buttons on it.
With buttons
of course,
on it.
One underneath that I have lots of, but you know.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I was wondering what it was, so I had to look it up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, I mean, I would do that too. Anytime I get a part that I don't know, it's like, oh, what's this? I was looking at dark gray Technic parts today, and under the connectors thing, Technic connectors, there's a weird piece for Systech or something like that. There's like an adapter piece that Lego makes that goes with with another robotics type system that's from Pittsco or Pitts that educational Pittsco. Yeah. So they have a robotics. They have their own robotics system. Yeah, they have their own robotics system kit.
Before DACTA or after DACTA.
Yeah. They have their own robotics system kit that isn't Lego related, but Lego sells an adapter piece to go to Lego parts.
6394 and 6378 was the only 2 sets that little piece came in. Metro Park and Service Tower and Service Station. 1986 and 1988. Never had it before.
There you go.
Yeah, Pittsco. I remember. I won't say when I used to get the brochure pre-internet. I would get the Spectrum booklet every year, the brochure, because I would order the Lego accessory packs from them, where I bought my tank treads and my extra motors back before the internet showed up.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember those days.
Yeah,
I love those days.
Good piece.
Dark bluish gray. It's a weird piece. I figured I'd pull it up. We got time. Why not? Mental note: when trying to click on a link, click on the actual screen that you're sharing, not the actual shared.
Good job, Jeff.
I was clicking in StreamYard trying to get the Technic connectors coming up. This thing right here.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it doesn't show what the other side looks like, but it's just a Tetrix hard point connector. So, but I can't get another picture of it. Actually, I wonder if Brickset has that. 85,910.
I actually got one of my Bricklink orders today.
You did? I hate you. I mean, great, good job, Dave.
Well, also, they actually had a Bricklink order.
That's awesome. Let me just see if this is a Brickset part at all. No, so Brickset doesn't even have it. All right. Anyways, why don't we hop into the news since we're here?
Got the news. Welcome to the news.
Oh, and Jeff got busy trying to watch some guy sort and talk about Lego and his favorite movies. Yeah,
I did talk about the movies last night.
He did. And he read the chat every once in a while, but then the chat stopped because he wasn't reading it, I think.
I got around to reading it, so by that time I think everybody left.
Huh. Oh, the NOTAM system. I think that was the collision system. I did read about that. which gives flight crews information on landing and wind speed and hazards around airports. Wow. Stop domestic for 3 hours.
Ouch.
No hacking yet, but they're still investigating, huh? An actual
Well,
flight is
thankfully I
saying
didn't have to go anywhere today.
related to this news article, Axel saying that a guy bought 500 first clone trooper packs in Germany. That's crazy. Instant army, though, I guess.
That's true.
Anyways, my nose is itchy. I'm going to mute for a quick second.
Gosh knows. I bless you. I bless you. I'll vamp in the midterm.
All right. Or at least blew my nose. Hopefully that will
Here's
stop.
me
Anyways,
vamping.
so apparently Lego has goofed up on one of their packages here. I don't exactly understand. I think basically what the Clone Trooper Battle Pack, they've made an issue with the art, or there's an issue with the art. I believe it's this blue stick right here, the spyglass, whatever you want to call it. I think it's not properly positioned in the artwork.
Okay.
And Lego released a statement basically today saying we goofed up.
Sorry.
You know, so did I mention it's a slow news week?
Can I mention? I mean, I'm not gonna start ranting about toxic gatekeepers again.
Okay.
Again,
but
if your world is this, I won't say small, but if your world is this petty that you have to critique the Lego company for a picture art that's not exactly accurate to what's actually in the set or how it's built, I go and I think you have too much time in your hands.
Well, I mean, considering that Lego puts out how many sets and rarely makes mistakes.
I'm just saying that 132 sets were dropped January 1st. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, they one in 1,000, whatever the odds are. The fact that Lego made the mistake and they're just letting people know because someone's going to say something. Yeah,
because people noticed it.
Star Wars fans are
and not just a noticing, because the noticing's fine because we're all hey, look at this cute little thing. But the fact that they probably contacted Lego and said, hey, you doofuses, you screwed up.
Yeah.
Because Lego wouldn't have released it enough because they didn't know they screwed up.
No, they wouldn't catch that. Like it's
they
just someone
called
them out on
it. So somebody called them up or sent them a letter or whatever they got.
Yeah.
And to have that kind of minutiae, that kind of whatever, again, sure. Yeah. Hey, to each his or her own in this hobby, I say.
Yeah. So Axel's that guy who bought 400 501st Clone Trooper packs. Ooh. He wrote that he and a friend are building what they call a Lego museum. So I think I actually follow this guy. If I'm right, he's the one that has a big Star Wars or has a big town layout with a Wild West layout on the other side of a wall. And he was moving it into a building that they just started renting. I think that could be the same guy, but I forget his name because I'm not watching YouTube right now. Because if I were, I'd be trying to catch up on Dave's videos.
Yeah, mine is long and boring.
I have caught up on most of them. I think I'm on to you did another live one.
I did 3 lives now.
When was the first one?
Last week.
Last week. So I haven't watched that one. I did watch last night's, at least part of it. I'm not going to watch the whole thing again, but
no, you don't have to. You just me ranting about talking.
So, yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah, I mean it's stream of consciousness, right?
Exactly what it is.
So
that's for posterity.
So the Lunar New Year sets for this year have released in North America. They only one of them was previously available, and that one was put on back order pretty darn quick. So the Parade set, which is our Purple Space Guy set, is now available for, I think it was $189 Canadian. And then adds this other one, the Lunar New Year display set as well, which I think was in the $90 range or the $100 range. I can't remember what the prices were on it, but they are both available. But if you are ordering them and are a fan of Chinese New Year type sets, I would suggest waiting till the 15th of this month, because as of the 15th, the Lego Year of the unless you want a Galaxy or unless you want a Blacktron spaceship cruiser, because I got one. If you already have one of those and you want the Year of the Rabbit set, they are going to be available with $80-ish, $85-ish US purchase, probably $100 purchase. starting January 15th to the 25th.
That's
So
pretty good.
I intend to buy one, and I probably will order one, but I'll wait for this to come in. So Chinese New Year this year is, I believe it's the end of January, because I'm Year of the Rabbit. So it has to happen before my birthday, which is the middle of February. So I believe it was like the last few days of January. I believe.
I'm going to mention that I personally live vicariously through Jeff's built buying of new sets because I don't buy new sets.
Yeah, and I was wondering if you were calling me out on that previously.
No,
Because you said there's people that love buying sets, and I'm like, I buy some sets.
I live vicariously through you, Jeff, because like I don't, and I'm glad you do because somebody around here has to.
So I try.
I love your stuff.
I will be cutting back. I have to cut back because I spent way too much money in the past few weeks, especially with Lego orders and stuff because of the. Oh, to see how it's doing this again? Like if you look, if I was gonna say, if you look at the bottom of my browser, it stopped happening, but just where the word stores was down here, I saw a bunch of connections popping up. But anyways, Axel, yeah, that's the guy. His friend does Star Wars. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he does his videos in English. That's why I watch them because I can understand it. And he's got a pretty cool display. This purple spaceman parts, Axel, are not on bricks and pieces as of yet, but they should hopefully be by mid-year, or second quarter, or sorry, third or fourth quarter of this year, hopefully. Yeah, and Chinese New Year is the afternoon, or it's not the afternoon, is the end of January, and I am a dog, fitting my name. All right, cool. Okay, so yeah, Chinese New Year sets. So if you want to buy the lunar sets for this year, maybe hold off for a few days. Hopefully they're still in stock. We can check that later. If not, hopefully they just are going on back order, so you can at least order one to get that set. Anyways, up next, so Lego Ideas partnered with Dungeons and Dragons.
Whoosh.
We talked about this previously, that there was 5 or 6 different models that came up. So the winning one had been chosen, and it was the one I figured it would be, which is this. I'm just going to actually make this screen a little smaller. This dragon on the tower set, the castle set. I originally thought it was just kind of a diorama, but apparently on the inside there are some playable areas so you could play a level of Dungeons and Dragons, or play a.
That'd be interesting.
You can play Dungeons and Dragons with this model. I will highly consider picking this up because I think it looks pretty nice. It is castle-ish. And hopefully it comes out when a time where I actually have some money to spend.
That's always the big thing.
Yeah, which probably is never really in reality. But anyways, next up, we did talk about a few of these, or both of these sets previously, but Lego did finally release the pictures, the official artwork of the birthday diorama and the House of Worlds set.
I wonder if it's got a problem with the picture. I wonder if there's a piece offset where it's not supposed to be offset.
What are you talking about? Oh, because of the art. Yeah, gotcha.
I'm going to dwell on this for a while, by the way.
That's fair. So Lego has revealed the Houses of the World 1 set. It's one of 4. There are going to be 4 different houses. That's what the rumor mill has. 348 pieces. It is a modular set. And it's combined with 3 others. So gift for purchase is coming this year. So Lego, being, well, very business savvy, is like, hey, why don't we build these 4 houses, make them modular, so now you got to get them all. But these will be gifts with purchases, so we don't know what the prices are going to be. This one is for South America. It doesn't actually say any more details other than the number of pieces and what the set is. The other set that's going to become, or another set that will be a gift for purchase at some point, is the birthday diorama set, 157 pieces. No information when it will be available either. But whenever they release this set, someone's going to complain because it's not their birthday that period of time. Right. Yeah. So.
You know what we should do? We should go back onto LugNet and search for that one posting where you're shaking your fist in the general direction of Denmark, and then expand on it since then.
I remember that post. I haven't read it for many a year.
I
So
haven't
Dave,
read for years, but it's still stuck in my mind like a music tone. A song
there's
will
always
always,
something to shake your fist at Denmark for.
always have rent free in my head.
Brick Maniac has joined us. Hello, welcome. Hopefully that set is not a $500 set. Hopefully. Um, and yeah, this one has a cool top hat. That is true. Reminds me a bit like the Alice in Wonderland character. I can't think of his name. With the top hat guy.
The Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. Yeah. Why can I not remember a guy's name who's Hatter?
You remember Mr. Hooper? Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, because I watched
A little
Sesame
closer to
Street.
Sesame Street than me.
I watched Sesame Street during the time when Mr. Hooper was, I didn't realize he was in Sesame Street that long.
From the
To be
beginning,
honest.
from the
Yeah,
first
see,
episode.
yeah. I
And
just
then he
watched it in
passed
the
away.
late 70s, early 80s. So
Yeah, I watched it in
anyway,
the late 60s, early 70s. So that's
yeah.
I'm an old man. Get off my grass.
Yes. So this is, I guess, almost old news now because this came out the day after our chat. The botanical collection has two new sets. The first one is this 812-piece dried flower centerpiece, February 1st release date. The second one is a wildflower bouquet for 939 pieces for 59 US, probably about 65, 70 Canadian. Both of these are pretty awesome looking little sets. A lot of parts in interesting colors that we probably would never get, like magenta and purple pirate hats, and olive Christmas trees in the $50 US dried flower centerpiece. They have these olive Christmas trees, and just some interesting parts. So this is probably on my list to buy because I do like all these flower ones, but not February 1st. That's for sure.
I was watching somebody stream
Mhm.
yesterday on TikTok, and they said, "Why haven't people picked up on this? Like these would be fantastic floral arrangements for weddings, because then they're not ever going to die, and
Yep.
you can give them away as centerpieces, and
Yep.
they're fantastic."
Yep. Except for the fact that they're like $60 a piece.
Yeah, but it's better than like flowers that die within a day or two.
And technically, you could keep your guests busy and have them build the centerpieces
Well,
too. But
hey, there
anyway,
you go. Have a competition at the wedding.
so the interesting thing is, and someone had noticed this in one of our other chats, that the technically this wildflower bouquet, when you dry it out, would look like the other one. Not all the flowers are similar, but
But
there's enough
close enough.
flowers in both of them that are close enough. So, and the other thing was of interest was this wildflower bouquet. They're showing it here in a pot, pot not included. But then they also show it laying down on a table here as well. And as the dried centerpiece one does come with its own base that it's all attached to. And there's pictures here showing that you can split the base in half. And if you buy three, then you could basically build like a little ring of these to go around as a centerpiece for the main table, I guess. Who knows? Or to put your turkey in the middle of
Lego
Thanksgiving.
knows how to do stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because hey, how can we get more people to buy this? Hey, let's make it so you can take three of them and join them together.
They're not just another pretty face, as my dad would say.
No, they're not. Anyway, there was a TikTok. No, it was a Instagram picture I saw today that showed a guy with like dollar bills flying around his head, and he's like,
I saw
"I
that.
have
That was
so much
brilliant.
money, I have no idea what to
I'm
do with
putting
it."
it
And
in
like,
my pocket. What am I going to do with all
what
of
am I
it?
going to do with it? And then like by the
Lego.
third, there's three panels of that. The fourth panel was Lego marketing. It was like, and this is our customer. Anyways,
Very, very true.
and Axel is right. We should buy normal flowers so that we don't ruin the Netherlands economy. This is true.
Those crazy Dutch people, they'll
They
be
are.
fine.
Yes. Says two Dutch people.
Says two Dutch people.
Or well, two Canadian-born Dutch people.
Very Canadian-born Dutch people.
Yeah. All right. What
But
generation are you?
I have druppies in my car, so
I had some before we started. What generation?
I'm
Like,
first. Well, my dad came over when he was 8, so
okay, my dad came over when he was like in his, like, came over in 74 where I was born. So
wow, that's late. My dad came over in 48, right after the war. He was
okay,
8.
yeah. Well, my uncles came over before my dad. and they both started farms. And my dad came over twice to help each uncle get
Exactly.
his farm started up.
My Opa's oldest sister was over here in 1928.
Oh wow,
Suddenly, so to speak.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So my dad came back to Holland. He missed Canada. He wanted to live here. So my mom's like, okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
go.
have to. Sandy and I keep on talking about taking a trip over there. We'll hit Holland. We'll hit
Yeah,
Denmark. We'll hit various
Germany,
places,
kind of in between.
and do the Europe thing.
Yeah, yeah. Europe by rail has always been in my dreams.
So
So,
hang out with
but
the tulips.
yeah, for sure. All right, next up, or you can just go to Ottawa if you want to hang out with the tulips.
Well, there's that.
Um,
Ottawa's just full of tulips, but yeah.
yeah.
Pick
So,
a Rick.
as I mentioned earlier, the pick a brick system is starting. The bestseller range has been updated in Europe. So it was um, bestseller range, breathing fresh life into the service, has been on hold since last year, since the beginning of December. Um, Only pieces labeled bestsellers have been able to be processed more quickly. Um, that's the idea of bestsellers, that they can process them quicker because they have them. They're just quicker to ship. Um, so for all other Lego elements, Lego isn't accepting orders due to more orders than expected. I guess for the North American groups, because we were able to order non-bestseller stuff. According to Stonewares, more pieces have been added to the bestseller range, which means you can have better chance of getting your hands on some of the pieces. Some newcomer include animal elements such as the pig, cow, and sheep. Oh, they're now bestsellers, but they're still fairly expensive. So there's going to be 3,275 elements that are bestsellers now. Originally, it was in the 1,400 range, I think. Yeah, and no goats. Sorry, actually. Um, and those are the baby sheep, cow, and pig as well. So for the record, uh, ordering these means you should have them with your order after 9 to 15 business days. Shipping from Poland. So for North America, our bestsellers comes from Chicago. They have not expanded the Chicago selection. I don't know if they will be. Hopefully, if they are, they're not going to shut down our bricks and pieces. But we'll see what happens. All of our standard orders still come from Denmark. So that's why it also takes longer to get them, because A, you've got to ship it farther. B, you're now competing with everybody in the world to put your orders in. So, it's just slower to get those parts. So anyway, next up, that's it for news. That's how
That's
the
it.
little news. That's it for news. Yeah, there was like nothing this week.
And then we got Brothers Brick. What are they doing?
Just some cool models I saw. So this is
I like
interior
that.
looks so good. It's hard to believe it's only Lego. I
Ooh,
mean,
that is nice.
yeah. And I mean, yes, you can tell it's Lego. I mean, we obviously can see parts that are Lego in there, but just if you
But
show that to
so
someone originally, they would probably second guess, third guess before they realized, oh, that's Lego.
the detail in the flooring is really nice. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I like the fences here on the chairs,
yeah.
the new Ninjago fences. It's like, oh, that looks really good. So so this was by Dad's Bricks Bracket Joe.
Good job, Brad's Brick, Bucket Joe. Good job.
Yeah, exactly. So that one, and then there was another one I saw here: multiple scales make for multiple challenges. So this is by a guy named Lego Nuts.
Okay, he's crazy.
Poor guy. I hope his nuts are.
Never mind.
Anyway,
Move it along.
so this is a multi-scaled, 4 levels.
Oh, look.
Of the same thing, just in different scales. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It would have been even cooler if the guy was standing here in human form building this. But
I'm
I
trying
thought
to
it was,
remember. There was I don't know if it was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or maybe an XKDC CD where you in order to stop the universe from imploding, you can't build a scale model of your railroad, your model railroad as your house and have your house in it, because then you have to build another scale model of your railroad inside that house and just keep on going down.
there
Yeah,
you go.
that's what he did there. I see what he did there.
Yeah,
I see what he did there.
it's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
There's
Although the second iteration really looks like Robin from the Batman movie, the Lego Batman movie.
Sorry, say that again.
The second iteration, the second biggest iteration of the kid
Okay.
looking at it looks like
Looks like
Robin
the
from the
Robin. Yeah,
Batman movie.
yeah, with those big eyes.
Yeah.
Axel just mentioned that one of the Never Ending Story Lego idea set was asked to be removed by the licensee of it. Interesting.
Oh,
I guess we'll never get Lego Never Ending Story if they're asking for it to be removed.
silly. They
Or
can't do
they're
that.
doing a partnership with another brick building company of some sorts. And
Yeah.
um,
Well,
all right,
Mickey moved around from company to company,
yeah, true enough.
and the Minions moved around from company to company.
Yeah, and Star
So
Trek, no, not yet.
Star Trek
Uh,
never came over.
no. So this one, just because I saw these ships earlier this week and I did like them. Little puddle jumper in classic space style, showing that you
Oh,
can build classic space stuff without having to have new windscreens.
yep.
And
I like it.
this is by a guy named Simon Mox, who
We
for the
don't know
longest
him.
time I was like, is no, it's not because he's Cymox.
Yeah, this is a different one.
Yeah. So, but I'm like, does Simon have an alter ego? Anyway, but this comes on a pretty cool
Oh, there
display
you go.
stand. Yeah, which I've seen this picture many times, at least for this Betty Spaceport picture. But just cool.
It's very cool.
So this was kind of a double. Oh, that's a cool ship, and then you scroll down, and it's like, oh, that's a cooler little
Space station.
space station thingy. Yeah. So,
Very, very nice.
um, and then the two pictures that didn't load a while ago, and these haven't fully loaded. New parts added January 7th. There's just one bracket. Oh, actually, you know what? I think it's just a wall double corner in dark orange, and there was a new part added, and I think that's Duplo. Yeah, polar bear cub for Duplo. So not much added there either. So let's go to lego.com. Do our little search
Oh, here we
here
go.
for
Get the
Lego.
numbers.
Yeah, what do we need to enter the numbers into?
A wonderful, glorious Excel spreadsheet.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
A wonderful, glorious Excel Jeffy made spreadsheet.
Why can I not find what I'm looking for? Say that again. Anyway, I found that the other day and thought, okay, fine. I have to open this spreadsheet though still.
I have to get my sonic screwdriver on the case.
Ow. Oh, hey, that worked apparently.
See? Sonic screwdriver for the win.
Oh, and sorry for not having this ready. Whoops, Control Z. Sorry for not having this ready earlier, but again, my computer had issues in the past, so I was just trying to prevent that. So 11th of January, that is today. Yay. All right, so we search for Lego.
There we go.
Have sets only. There's 1,006 sets right now.
Oh my goodness.
Only 1,006 Lego? Come on. You
Only
can do
1,000 sets on production at the same time. 1,000 sets.
1,006. Okay. Of that 1,006, we've gone down 500. Excuse
And
me.
all of
And
them are 5-digit numbers now. There's no overlap with 4-digit numbers anymore. That's a shame.
no, there hasn't been for a long time, Dave.
I know, but I'm just saying. I remember when 3 digits and 4 digits were in a brochure together. That was a fun
There
time
you
for
go.
me.
Well, we're gonna go to that. I think.
I know.
I can't remember if somebody
We have
was
the segue into our topic.
yeah. Well, but we have to get this done first before we segue. Jeez. Okay. Anyways, 511 sets are available now, which has actually gone down since January 4th. Out of stock, we are at 376.
That's a
So
big
that has
number.
gone up. Back order is now 79. That's gone up, and coming soon is 41 because we've added some sets. That hasn't really changed though. Nothing on pre-order. So that gives us 1,007. Not quite the right number, I think. I think we said 1,005, didn't I? Yeah, I said
You said
1,000.
1,007.
Did I?
Yep.
No, 1,006. There's
Oh,
always one oddball. I don't know why.
Because they can't count.
It's probably a coming soon. That I don't know. Anyway,
Whatever.
but Legos dropped down a little bit. Obviously, I think one of the reasons might be because of this. Maybe
That's
that
a
people are ordering
fantastic set.
expensive
I love it,
sets.
really.
But what I've been kind of looking at also is, let's just save this so it's done. Save, close, maximize. I have been looking at what's been out of stock recently as well, sorting by newest. So the Great Wave is out of stock. The 501st Clone Trooper Pack out of stock. Doesn't surprise me. The Money Tree, which came out late December, is still out of stock. The Holiday Main Street, again, Christmas set. So the out of stock ones, out of stock usually means they don't have any more coming in for a while, right?
Yeah, they're not producing
They,
right now.
they're not producing them right now. So what's back order? Back order is usually the one I would pull up first, but so one of the small friend sets, the Penguin Slushy Van,
That's a shame.
Lord of the Rings makes sense. The bunny makes
The
sense. It is
Fuzzy
your rabbit,
Bunny.
and a $25 bunny makes sense.
I'm gonna when I saw that bunny again, it reminded me honestly of that Twilight Zone movie that came out in
Mhm.
like 1982 with John
Yeah,
Lithgow and Dan Aykroyd and everybody. And
yeah.
there's that girl that got sucked into that kid's house. That was the remake of Ronnie Howard's or Clint Howard. I think it was Ronnie Howard. I can't remember now. Bill Mooney's episode
Okay.
from the original
Um,
Twilight Zone.
when I
Anyway,
saw
there was
that,
a kid when the
yeah.
girl pulls the rabbit out of the hat. It's a big, huge, ugly bunny. That's what
What
that
was that?
reminds me of now.
Gotcha. Yeah. I saw this picture the other day and thought it was absolutely
That
hilarious.
was brilliant. I think that's
Um,
what led me to remember the Twilight Zone episode.
there you go.
That
With
picture.
the new carrot guy as well. Oh, and this one I saw as well, so I had shared it
Do you remember
with one
that
of our
CMF
friends.
series? And I can't because I think Brick Lugnet was done by them, but the maybe not. When the first collectible miniseries came out and the Godzilla came out, the
Yeah.
Godzilla film came out,
Oh yeah.
and the guy built the big building,
Yeah.
stomping on Godzilla's, and had that
Got
little
stuff.
green little thing on his foot. I
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
It's awesome.
brilliant, and that's what the money's doing here.
Yeah. So coincidentally, just out of thing, I do have a bunch of these sets on back order already because I ordered them to fill in orders, and I ordered all three of these sets, which are all back ordered. This one I ordered like 20 minutes after midnight,
And it was
and
already backward.
it was already back. Well, it wasn't back ordered when I ordered it, but by the time the order was placed, I got an email saying it was back ordered. So I
Wow.
was just missed it. I'm like, wow, 20 minutes after midnight. I The otter kit I actually just built. The otters are kind of cute, but as you can see, well, okay, we're getting into the older sets now. But Galaxy Explorer is back ordered.
I should
But
have
yeah,
bought those
so
presents when I was in New York the other day.
3, 6, 9, so 11 brand new sets are already back ordered, which isn't a lot, I guess. But still higher than I would have thought. So, and what expensive sets? Just out of curiosity, because price high to low. What's the most expensive set that's back ordered? The Coliseum is still available. Okay, Haunted House is back ordered.
Tumblr.
Last year's modular. This year's modular hasn't been back ordered yet, which is interesting.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
big seller.
Well, this is the smaller one, not the larger of them.
Both of them I thought were good sellers.
Yeah, but yeah, actually, not the Falcon, the AT-AT, the Slate, the Razor Crest, all of them are still in stock. So anyway, just kind of an interesting thing.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery. It is a
It's a
mystery.
mystery.
All right, shall we do some catalog surfing? Because why not?
Because we're here.
So what I did a while ago, we had talked about doing this, and honestly, we never got a chance to. I think. So what I ended up doing was, ooh, that's going to be fun.
That's not good.
Instead of catalog surfing, I downloaded all the images because I couldn't find a good catalog that would be able to view it. So I just basically said, for 1979, here's all the sets that were available.
Did I send all my catalogs to you, or did I just recycle them?
Did you what?
Send all the catalogs to you with all the instructions.
Yeah, you probably sent them to me.
Because I don't have any anymore here. I used to have them all.
Neither do I, because I sold them off too. Because
there you go.
Yeah. But anyway, so I almost grabbed a remote control as my mouse. That would not work.
That would not work at all.
Oh, because this is zoomed in. I can't. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Okay, you know what we're going to do? You know what we're going to do? We're not going to do it this way.
Okay.
We are going to go to Brickset directly.
There you go. Jeffy's got a plan, and I'm here for it.
Sets.
Catalogs.
Well, the catalogs just show you. I don't even think the Brickset has a catalog section. I'll be honest with you.
So we're just going to look at 1979 sets?
Yeah, well, that's what I was just going to do. Let's just say a year 1979. The year is.
You could have gone to Piron for that.
Yeah, I know, but Brickset has the ability of there's 90. I can click on this and I can just use the arrow key now. So, So yeah, the classic road plate back when they had no street sides.
Yeah, and
things
it
on the
was
side.
it's fantastic.
Yeah. I just realized I haven't been keeping up to chat, so we'll look at that in a second.
Oh, there's that. Oh, brick set for the win.
Except for the win, always, yes.
The curves.
So yeah, the new modular axle is still available. Today's the 12th of January. White Rabbit is getting, or I'm getting my Python flashbacks.
Look at the teeth.
Jamus is the German
It's
for
a killer
vegetables.
bunny.
Well, the old friends.
Look at the bones.
Oh, would the older friend sets go up in value? Maybe. I don't know.
Someday.
Who knows? And bricks up for the win. Okay,
It's very
sorry.
hard to predict what's going to be like
Yeah,
the
it's impossible.
that's going to be coveted in 20 years.
Some of the weirdest things, right, will be done. So, all right. So we have 268 family reunion. I never had that set.
I was like that fireplace. That was a cool fireplace.
Yeah, for sure. And it had a sticker on the side. Oh, I had lots of stickers now that I'm looking at it. And a minifig for a baby. 2 minifigs for children.
Yep.
Not quite to scale, but okay. They're pretty small babies.
Homemakers was always good.
The
cross,
town, the T intersections.
The intersections.
Janie and I built most of. Oh no, those are all the set ones. That's not from the idea book.
No, yeah, you did the 888 or the 600 idea book.
Yeah.
I missed out on that one.
That sticker is a that sticker's Canadian. I recognize that. I recognize that price tag. I can't really see. Well, maybe it isn't, but it just looks very like some of the Canadian stores would always have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that was a homemaker set, Axel. There's another one.
And the bathtub.
Yeah, in the bathtub.
I got that bathtub.
You do?
Yep.
I think isn't that just brick built? That bathtub's just brick
built. Because I got a bathtub from a homemaker set. It's an actual bathtub.
Yeah, no, this one's just brick built.
Okay.
Emergency van. Hey, look, it's got my name on it. That's mine, Dave. Apparently, it's got my name on
it.
Okay. 588 police station. I have parts of this one. I don't know if I have the whole thing.
I'm sure you can build it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm quite confident you can build that one. I got that one.
I think I have all the parts to build that one for sure.
I remember my parents gave me that one after the 8x4 the next Christmas.
There you go.
Again, not that one. That's what I wanted.
Really?
Well, now looking back,
back then,
because I had more gears in it.
Yeah. Although the gears are covered by the sticker, which is kind of funny. Actually, no, this is the piston part. So.
I got this one and the yellow brick one with the yeah, I can't remember now.
And now this is the steering pack. I like how they did that though. They had the gears with chain links, the piston parts pack, the steering gear parts pack,
and then the
blue beams. Dear Lego, do this again.
Yeah, I missed the accessory packs.
The red beams.
I remember working for Mike Shields and all the parts packs were on the back wall. That was great. I enjoyed them.
I have one of the trans yellow ones with the inverted trans yellow dome or slope. Yeah. I have that parts pack, and I believe I got it from Michael Shields' store.
Oh, nice.
Yellow. Castle guys.
There's a Castle guys.
This is what 79. So I was 4. So I didn't have this set, but
no, it was a sequel to the Yellow Castle.
Yeah. If I could go back in time,
because there was no castle theme back then.
Well, there's the
Yellow Castle showed up the year before.
Yeah. Auto service truck.
Didn't have that one.
This one also I always wanted when I was really young.
I did not have. Oh, look at the cypress tree. Oh,
I know.
That's awesome.
I know.
Love me some cypress trees. I had 2, and now I think another one.
I have 1, but it's bent. So
I had well over a dozen when I was a kid, but they all disappeared in one day.
Nice.
We won't talk about it.
In a boiling cauldron of anyway.
A boiling cauldron of a big steamy pot. and the granular trees. Are you kidding me? We had so many granular trees. I have not one in this entire room.
Had so many. Anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Up until 1977.
Actually got an idea for the White Rabbit in 2 nights. Yeah. I have to watch Monty Python again. It's been the holy crap. It's been so long.
It's the one I have cherished the most. I
Yeah.
mean, the rest of them are okay, Life of Brian and blah blah blah. But the
Yeah.
Holy Grail is in my top 10 greatest movies of all time. Period.
I think the last time I saw it, I was
So
like 10.
it is
So
so good.
yeah. Oh, we can
I
just
don't know
skip
what that
this
is.
one.
Move
No one
along.
wants this one.
Move along.
2-pack of crater plates.
Ah,
Duplo
Duplo.
Farm.
The original Duplo logo too. They changed it.
Yeah, and no goat in this set either, though. For the record, by the looks
Definitely
of it,
no greatest of all time.
there's a sheep and pig.
Oh, I
A
got that
horse.
windmill.
Oh,
I got those guys. I got one in this lot.
hey,
Where'd he
look,
go?
quarter round tiles. Duplo had them way before its system did. Oh,
Where'd
you
I
have
put
one
him?
of them?
I got him in this
Uh-oh.
lot, this very lot. I must have already filed them. That's
Which one?
funny.
What, the characters? Or I've never
Yeah,
seen these chairs before.
the blue and the black hair in the background. I got that in this very lot. So I must have already put them in the Duplo bin.
Huh.
He's not in
Yeah,
there.
actually, they did have green plates back then. Duplo beds. I said
Duplo.
I've never seen these chairs before,
No, either way.
or the beds for that matter.
Ah, there we go.
850. Is this the 854 year
So
as well?
850 and then 851. This is the
Oh,
beginning of the original Technic range.
oh, sorry. I just realized these are done by date added, so they're not in numerical sequence.
That's fine. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it's just I feel bad about that because
I always say that the forklift was the least favorite of my Technic originals because it's more brick than Technic bricks.
okay, fair enough. I can
Not a lot of
understand.
Technic in it.
Yeah, Axel has had this forklift. Awesome.
I have it, but it's of course it was used. I didn't
Yeah,
get it
I
new.
as a kid I didn't have it. I could probably quite easily build
You
it,
got
but
the tractor.
no, I never got the tractor.
Which one did you get?
I had the 854 as well. Well, we'll see.
Oh,
Once we get in there.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I didn't have this one. My brother and
Uh,
sister had the yellow castle, but I was still too young, right? So for this year, oh, Scala
oh,
jewelry. Look at that.
I've never seen that picture before in my life. Been
It's Scala dots.
Scala dots, Scala, Scala click it.
And these are probably family or are part of the Christensen family at some points,
I got
maybe.
the Scala dolls here somewhere. I don't know
Oh,
where they
there you
went.
go. Oh, more jewelry.
I have never seen these before, and I usually look through all this stuff. But yeah, Scala is something I was never really interested in.
There you
So
go.
that could have been my sister.
Necklaces. More necklaces. This one, the colors just remind me more of Fabuland than
Yeah.
anything. But
Aw,
I remember seeing these bracelet pieces
I've
before.
never seen those
I
before.
think Janie has a few of these
Of
sets.
course she does.
Of course she does. 'Cause
I
well,
love
I mean,
Janie.
they are, yeah. I mean, they are collectible things. She definitely would have some of these.
Oh, that she'd have them.
Ooh, Castle minifigs. I think I might have had this set because I definitely had a few of these figs. And they would have been around for a little while, right? And that would have been cheap enough for my parents to say, yeah, okay, we can buy you that 3 pieces or 3 figs. Dots.
Dots is great. They re-released Dots after 50 years,
They
40
did.
years.
Yellow
This
Space
is the
Guys.
odd part. So this is a really interesting fact that the 11 sets that were brought out in 77 or 78, 79
Yeah,
never had a yellow space guy, but you could have got yellow space guys in the accessory pack.
in the accessory pack. Interesting.
The yellow space guy did not show up in an actual classic space set until 1982.
Huh.
And
I never knew
the
that.
6880, the big 12-wheeled thing is like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was the one I had.
yeah, the
White
radar
Space
edition on it.
Guys. Yeah. White
Yeah.
Space
So
Guys.
red and white was the only ones that were in sets until 1982.
I mean, how much do you want to go back in time and just buy all these
It
things?
just
Like,
annoys me because I remember them
oh my
hanging in
God.
the Zeller's aisle when you at
Me
the end of the
too.
aisle.
Yeah.
And she's like, I didn't buy. I did not buy straight up. I did not buy one minifig pack, space pack. And every time I went to Zeller's, they were always there. The M-Tron, Space Police, none of them. Blacktron,
Huh.
didn't buy one of them. I was too busy buying the sets.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well,
no,
I wonder what the price was though. Like maybe it was just even then. Maybe it
like
was just
two
oh, that's
bucks.
too
Like
expensive.
They were nothing back then. I think
Wow.
it's like it's funny because as you mentioned before, you taught me this that Lego cannot release a minifig pack of Star Wars guys without
Yeah.
putting other building pieces in there because it has to be a set and not just a minifig guys, right? And so, and yet every time they release a 4 minifig pack with a little gun or a bazooka or whatever, it's the first thing that gets sold out all the time. And then you go on the brick links and whatever, and you see somebody with like 5,000 stormtroopers or whatever.
Yeah, or just collectible minifigs these days,
and,
right?
and yet I can almost guarantee back in the day,
Good point,
the
actually.
minifigs from the 79 to 82 parts packs didn't sell
Yeah.
much because they were always there.
Yeah. No one was buying. Yeah. I don't know.
We're buying sets.
Yeah.
Why buy minifigs?
All 3 colors.
I didn't. That's a good one.
That is.
Oh, Fabuland!
I had a few smaller Fabuland sets. I never
I
had any of
love
these big
Fabuland, and again, just like Jeff, I have maybe 2 or 3 sets of Fabuland,
Yeah.
but they're just the cutest things on the planet.
I do want to. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I got plenty of car base plates in those doors.
Yeah.
Those
I was
windows.
gonna say I would love to be able to collect these figs if I ever got a chance to for a decent price. I would consider it just because I think they're cool, but I wouldn't build anything with them. I just think they're cute, and I always wanted them as a kid, so that's why, right?
Yeah, exactly. Fabuland was great.
Yeah. So far, I haven't seen a single set that I had.
So I got the 918.
I had this helicopter.
Oh, that's true.
645.
Okay, yeah, I got the 600 and 604.
Yeah.
First 2 minifigs I ever got.
Were the torsos of those spacemen printed? Yes, they were actually.
The original year that they were released was a sticker.
But the collectible ones, or the 2 packs, they definitely were printed.
They were printed, yes. But the original year, 1978, they were stickered. 1979, they were printed.
Yeah. And yes, actually, I do like this. Go back in time, buy the DeLorean. We can't go back in time, buy the DeLorean, build it. Go back in time.
I think it's because the Lego company, as we kept on finding out, rushed those 4 or 5 sets onto the shelves before Christmas 1978. That's why they were released in 78, and they weren't ready. So that's why you have the 926 without the crater plate that was released first, and then 1979 the actual 926 was released with the crater plate because the crater plates weren't ready in 1978.
And probably the printing
torsos. So the original year. Well, my 600 police guy and my 604 shell truck guy were stickered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woohoo! I don't like that one.
Okay, next.
That's the one. So, and that one has the crater plate, and the year before was just a base plate, 32 by 32.
Okay.
And you had the brick build the craters.
There you go. And this was always one of my favorites because I didn't have it. So it's like you always want it, right? I have it now, thankfully. I've managed to piece it together. 924. There you go. I wasn't surprised at all that Dave was able to go grab it, although there's some orange characters in there.
Yeah, it's what comes in a big plate.
Sorry, we jumped past the 924 while you were busy doing that.
That's okay.
920.
That's all good. I own all
894. 891.
607. I actually got that in the lot in the middle of summer this year.
There you go. Did it have this part, like the armor or the torso piece?
Yeah, I got that. I got a couple copies of that one.
Street Crew. Police unit. I have a box for this one in my house, and I think all the parts are in it. I think that's the one I have. Maybe not. I know. I definitely own this one. So those dishes on the 824 are so expensive.
Yes, they are.
Which are the?
Go back. The clear one. You already had it up earlier.
Oh, did I?
One more.
This one.
No, the other way.
920.
There.
894. I read 824. Yeah, these ones. Okay.
Oh, is it 824? Okay. What's the
824? No, yeah, those dishes are the 824. 824 is what set?
What is the 824? I don't think there's an 824.
Oh, maybe Axel meant the small little clear ones there. He'll follow up in a second.
Yeah, those clear dishes are stupid money.
Yeah, these guys. Yeah, for sure. Bane, I can't read. 924. 894?
The Alpha 1 rocket base I just built a couple weeks ago for the review, and I forgot how much I love that set. The Alpha 1 rocket base. That's a fun set.
All right, so where were we? Street Crew.
Yeah, down here. Yeah.
Fabulous.
It's so cute.
So, and I've told you this. I've told the story probably a few times too. That whenever I read that, I think of Fabricland in my head. The song that they have,
Fabric Land, Fabric
which is a
Land,
Canadian fabric store, and they
like Land Mills, except better.
so. But I always say Fabuland, Fabuland. Anyway,
Fabuland.
um, oh, this must be a second version. The city bus, snack bar.
Got that one.
I had this one. Yay! I had a set.
Oh,
No
good
images.
time.
No images.
More Fabulands.
More Fabuland. More Fabuland.
Fabuland was a massive thing in 1979. Like
Oh,
it
it
was
was awesome. Yeah, it was just awesome. I had the Bulldog mailman, and I haven't seen him yet.
I don't even know where mine are right now. I think they're in over there somewhere. I
Yeah,
have 3 or 4 figs.
I have 2 or 3 of them now, different figs. But again, you don't really come across them that often. I don't
No,
necessarily
not
order them
anymore.
either.
Got that one.
Yeah, the garage. Yeah, please. So
Didn't have that
this
one.
is
I had the one before this one, the police
yeah.
station before this
Well,
one.
these are the 2 different number. Like this, we're getting into the European, North
Yeah,
American number system issue now. Road crane. I need some liquid in my throat
that's a coveted one, and I don't know why.
because it wasn't this one in the original Jack and or Bill and Sally
I
or whatever
maybe,
book,
but
Bill and
every
Mary book.
covering this one. I mean, it's just a
Blue
facade. It's not even like a building.
blue roofs, Dave. Blue roofs.
Blues, yeah, I like blue. Okay.
Okay, and this if I got any set, I get this one, which is the entire image. No,
Yeah,
not just the landing plates.
that's the one. That's sorry, that's not the one that Greg Highland brought to the hobby show that one year. It was the other picture in 1982 or something like that.
Yeah.
1981.
Well, this is the pack. This is the landing plate picture, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but he brought in one of the brochures that had that picture in the middle, and he kind of laid the whole thing out to look like that picture.
okay, yeah. And then
And
someone
that's what
stole the
started
picture.
me on making classic space
Yeah.
layouts.
And
was
then
Greg
someone stole
Highland.
that picture, from what I
Greg
recall.
Highland's the best.
Mobile tracking station. Oh, 452 is also the same number
There
as.
you go. I think that's where Alex. 19, yeah.
Well, no, because yeah, he said 824. But anyways, there's
Whatever.
because there's 2 different versions. A different version of the crater plate packaging too. Again, different markets. There's a different version of the.
I actually had that box too, and I don't know if I gave it to Jeff.
To me.
The box for the crater plates.
And you're not sure if you gave it to Jeff?
When I gave you all the boxes.
No, you never gave me those.
Okay.
I would have saw that and.
Did I give you the Galaxy Explorer box?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty beat up. There it is. Love that guy.
856.
Love that guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean that one's. It's got a lot of play value too with the.
It's got a huge play value, and the fact they did the whole thing with gear linkages, the tipping and the lifting of the bucket is just brilliant. The only thing that's a bit of a letdown is the actual tank treads because they don't do anything. I mean, it's kind of attached. But other than that, it's a brilliantly complicated doohickeys to move the bucket around.
Yeah, I noticed this too, Axel. When I go back a couple of pictures, this has the later sets on it. So I'm guessing that it did come out in 79, but the packaging probably changed over time, but the numbers stayed the same. And whoever.
Well, I think the other issue is that the actual landing pad's different too. The color the color yellow is different, and the actual stripes are different.
Hold on, I'm going back to it as soon as I find it again.
There are 3 different versions of the landing pad.
Yes, I had heard in the. There's no way to make this one bigger.
No, that's fine.
But yeah, it's interesting that they're. I don't know. Is that just because, like, why would they change the printing? I don't know.
It was very odd. It was like the 928 Galaxy Explorer had one version, and the 6980 had one version, and the Crater Plex here had one version.
And I mean the differences are that the lines here, like on this one, you can see the yellow line doesn't continue all the way.
It doesn't go across the yellow circle. It ends before then, and the other one that goes all the way through. And then one has a darker yellow than the lighter yellow.
Yeah. See, I always thought that was just some kind of weird sun bleaching or something.
So did I.
To the one I had
for the longest time.
All right, bulldozer. Oh yeah, the 857.
Yes.
I always wanted this one too.
As they say in probably Blue Francais.
But that being said, this one is mostly played as well. Like look at all that in there.
And this is the only one that was re-released in the 4-digit number. It became an 8857.
Oh, okay.
Out of
Interesting.
all the other ones, the 850
Oh.
to 856 were not re-released as 4-digit numbers, but the 857 was an 8857 a year later after this.
Have you ever seen
I did not get the set.
It's a black 12 volt.
regret it to this day because I do not have a black motor.
Well, it is 12 volt too. It's a black 12 volt motor.
So
wow, I did not know that existed.
Must be Europe only because I didn't get that one. I saw it and I never got it.
Yeah, interesting.
But I got two 4.5 gray ones out of the accessory packs from Spectrum.
Yeah, I had
And
a bunch of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have far too many now, but back then I had to get two.
So, I never knew a black, like I said, never knew black existed. That's interesting. Space Scooter.
That's a cute one. Hey, Derek made that one in supersized, not that one.
Yeah,
that
Derek made this one supersized. Dana just made this for the Space Baby, right?
I saw that.
Yeah.
And the one we already saw, the 842, or no,
yeah.
the Delta Wing.
Gotcha. 8.5. So the bulldozer, just different set number. Oh, I thought this was the idea book, but it's not. Okay,
that's the crane.
Yeah, 855.
I finally got that one just a few years back.
Yeah, it's a cool one. I always had my eye on this one too. And I mean, it's funny because I was 4 technically when this year was out, but because the set's carried on for so many years, I was looking at it probably when I was 6 or 7, right? So
for so many years, you can walk into like the store like. Oh, by the way, that is a 50 by 50, not a 48 by 48.
But it's a hanging frame.
Oh, that's not the one then.
Well, it is a 50 by 50.
I did not even see that.
And it's got a thicker base. Axle, sorry, I'm assuming that is German, or I don't know. That could be Swedish or something. Who knows? Or yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing that is a hanging frame.
I'd never seen that before, but I know that my original base plates were 50 by 50. You can buy them in a store. 779, I think. I can't remember the number of it now. But it was in the back of the brochure all the time. 779. But I had dozens of them because my mom would buy us those so we could build a town on them. But they're 50 by 50.
Axel's asking if we can get the technical elastic pieces somewhere still.
Like these things? The rubber bands?
Yeah, but like the older ones, obviously. But
like the black ones? Because I got tons of those.
Yeah. Wandtafel literally is wall table.
I had no idea.
Hanging frame.
I wonder if they glued that base plate to something on the back.
So well, I mean, this looks like it'll just lock in, and I'm guessing these 2 plates go around it or something to hold it in.
Or they connect them to other ones.
It's got the wall hanger hook on it.
As you said, it's thicker than a regular base plate, so there's something on the back of it.
Yeah, I don't know. 1083. I'm trying to see if this exists on Bricklink.
That hinge piece would be awesome to own.
Oh, it does. Oh, it was a DACTA. Okay, so just out of curiosity, this is a.
Oh, look, there's Jeffy. This is why I love Jeffy. He's FBI guy.
Supplemental set, and it shows it there.
Never seen that before in my life.
Me neither. $7.50.
Oh, don't even start. When you walk into a store now, it costs the 48 is like 50 or $30, and going, oh, you guys are just kidding.
1976 came out. No inventory.
I never knew that.
No inventory. There's not. Yeah, obviously there's no inventory, but I guess obviously that piece is never. Like, how can I say it?
I would imagine it's a specific piece they printed off because they're vacuum formed. Those base plates, and so they printed off a bunch of 50 by 50s and they glued them to something for backing. Because that's the only way I can see them doing it. I don't think they made it like a brick-like thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just pulling up the 50 by 50 base plate now.
Yeah, I have tons. I think I have 3 right now. I gave all mine to Andre, by the way. Remember Andre used to
come I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. So I said I can't use them, so I gave them all to him. I kept one, and then subsequent lots I got 2 more, so I have 3 of those 50 by 50s again.
Sorry for this. I'm like making a horrible thing.
No, this is fun. I like sleuthing.
50 by 50 gear. Okay, why can I? color guide. I'm assuming no. Let's just
light gray.
yeah, I'd assume so too. But just in case,
Okay,
let's
go
just
do
go
it.
to parts.
Parts.
Is that going to be considered even a base plate if it's got that thick base on it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it raised base plate? Maybe I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I don't
Not
see it
there.
there though, or there. So let's go back to regular base plate. Back
We're
again. Sorry.
sleuthing now, people.
Well,
We're
that's like
sleuthing
something
now.
I've never seen.
50.
367A is 24 by 24. And I mean, I'm basing it on the color 25 by
Yeah.
25, 32, 32, 37, 30, 37 by 32 base plate.
Okay, I don't know that one.
I almost swore on that one. 50 by 50. Okay. What's this one? 48 by 48, 48 by 48.
50 by 50. That's the original.
64 to 69. So that's not even it because.
But 64 to 69, I think we talked to Gary
Yeah.
he would tell us that in North America they were released far later because you could buy them in the stores in the mid 70s.
Yeah.
Because I got a bunch. My mom would buy them for us
Well,
new, like for
I mean,
Christmas.
Samsonite probably picked up the
Exactly.
a
They
mold
got
for it. And,
so
base plate 50 by 50. So that's the one we just saw. Modulux base plate 50 by yeah. So that's all of them.
huh.
So that piece, this thingy never existed anywhere else. Okay, interesting.
That's interesting. That
That's
I did
very
not know
interesting.
that. And the fact is already like 1979 when that and that's a net.
Yeah,
Sure. That's
exactly.
cool.
So anyway,
That is cool. Learn something new today.
oh, a Lego bag. How's
Woo!
Chet?
My friends had that, by the way, and it was cool. And then my other friends, their mom would sew one up herself, so you didn't have to buy it from the store. It was made out of like
Yeah.
denim.
And
I made
yes,
one for Josh when he was born, and we used it for a long time
yeah.
for his Lego.
And yes, Axel, one stud I believe is 8 millimeters, 0.8 centimeters. What a deal! Yeah, that was a deal. Yeah, I mean, all these people that are want to do mosaics now. It's like, well, geez, if that existed back then or now,
50
I mean,
by
we have
50,
it.
hang up the wall.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's the last of the images we have. So,
Oh wow, that was a
so
good year.
it was. It's kind of cool to kind of do this and see what's going on, right? Like,
it's almost like, and I said this in my videos that like 1977 was honestly, I mean, again, Gary's our historian, and he says like in 1965 they released Windows, and 19 or before that, and then which is a bit of a game changer for building, but
yeah,
when they released Technic in 77, for me, I was 10, and it was radically different because you could build in a completely different way than
yeah,
before. And then the very next year, they released a minifig. And the very next year, 1979, basically, they started coming up with their town, castle, and space themes lines. And so those 3 years were massive changes to the Lego company than what came before. So I'm glad I got to live through it.
yeah. I mean, oh crap! We meant to send a link in a chat here and sent the baseplate 50 by 50. Anyway, we were having a chat yesterday.
I got a message from Jeff.
Yes,
He's
we were
right there.
we were having a chat yesterday on old gray bricks, or
I love
on Monday. No, yesterday was Monday. We were 2 days ago. Anyways, we were having a chat a couple of days ago on old gray bricks, and I'm doing a mosaic, mostly done. Dana and Matt are both doing mosaics that are massive, like 10 feet by whatever feet. And we were talking about where to get or what's the best way to do backing. So I just sent that one because like that's the best idea, but you're not going to get it for $7.50.
You're not going to find them anywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Did I actually send the
like Danny with the 2x2 with the hat front on top and just like screw it to the wall?
Well, yeah, I mean we're trying to. So the whole thing is trying to keep the cost down, right?
Yep.
And those 16 by 16 base plates, they go for like $4 or $5 a piece. Well, $3 to $5 a piece, depending on where you're buying them from. My sister just texted saying, "You're on the chat. Stop typing here." That being said, our freezing rain just started. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're supposed to get some weather over the next few days here too. So
Yeah, just use those. Just use those hanging on.
Oh yeah. I know. But
It
the
was
thing
really
is,
funny because like we had our friends over for our late Christmas dinner because we didn't get a chance to get together with them over Christmas, so they came over
yeah,
last weekend for dinner.
yeah.
And the daughter said, "Uncle Dave, do you have those Legos that make a heart?"
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about, lady.
yeah,
So I went right downstairs and I stacked all my 2x2s with hash browns on top. Not
yeah.
even all of them, just red. And she goes, so I gave her 2 sets, and she goes, "Oh, I'm using them all up." And then I showed her this. I said, "You're never ever going to make a dent how
I've
many
never ever
2x2
used
hash
this
browns
many of them.
because this piece was ubiquitous in my childhood. If you look at all the train trucks from the 73 and 76 and even after now, I mean, it came in classic space and Mtron.
Yeah,
This is a ubiquitous piece
yeah.
for
We
a
have so many
modified
of them.
plate. I got a
Um,
million of them. So,
yeah. My son actually asked for two of those as well. Actually, and then two more for one of his friends because the
yeah,
idea, one on his necklace, one on his
exactly.
girlfriend's
She wanted to
necklace
make
type thing.
necklaces for her and her
It's like,
friend.
aw,
Oh,
cute. uh, every Lego piece is hard. Well, yes, because we love Lego. And
I looked
anyways,
at them before.
I think we're gonna call it an early night.
Oh,
Well, 30, an hour 30. It's almost shorter than Dave's chat yesterday. I don't remember how long that one went, but
I look up and it says 101 minutes. I go, "You're kidding me." I
oh
blathered
well, then
on
we got to
for
end it now
101
because
minutes.
this is currently 90 minutes. We still have 10 minutes. We're good.
In 10 minutes. And I going, "Oh, I feel so bad for people who actually said," and it says there's still 4 people watching and going,
I
"I
was
feel bad
building.
for you kids."
I was
Pardon?
building. It was like I was watching a YouTube video of you,
Yeah.
and um, yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say I forgot that I actually reply to you at some points and actually interact with you because I thought I was just watching one of your videos.
I'm gonna try to make them shorter next time.
No, no, it's
101
okay.
minutes is that's absurd.
Okay. I did manage to get a couple of these guys in the past few
Whoosh.
weeks with the new droid, and which is interesting because I thought it would be. I for some reason I thought there would be a head, but this whole body part. Well, okay.
What's that coming in?
This is in the Obi-Wan set, the
Okay,
Darth Vader Obi-Wan battle set
sure.
from the TV show.
Okay.
And have you seen that show?
Obi-Wan,
Kenobi?
yeah, watch them all.
Yeah, so it's the droid from that,
Okay, I
right?
didn't remember what he looked like.
Um,
I
so
loved it. I thought it was great. It wasn't as good as Mandalorian, but it was up there.
yeah, I want the Andor droid. That's all I want now.
Right up. I will say the actual lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and Darth was fantastic.
Yeah,
I was really hoping because there's a there's a homemade version of Obi-Wan and Darth Vader's lightsaber battle on the Death Star at the beginning of A New Hope,
yeah,
where you see the background scenes of them going through the hallways and just beating the crap out of one another, which I thought was brilliant. But seeing it on Obi-Wan, him and Darth Vader just smacking the crap out of each other, very nice.
cool.
I was more impressed with that.
Yeah, yeah. I know some of the shows recently have been awesome for sure. Get some sleep. Yes, that's what I need. I need sleep. I need to catch up
Sorry,
again.
battery powered bricks.
Uh,
I do go on.
Thanks for keeping me awake. Have a great
Night,
night.
everybody. Good night,
You
Vaughn.
too. Stay warm. Stay safe. Yvonne, make some donuts.
I
Don't
gotta
eat
go
them
stop
all.
by her Tim Hortons and say hi. It's a bit of a
You have
drive.
to go in the middle of the night, though. That's the problem. I can give you the address. I can tell you where she is.
That's a bit of a
I'll give
drive.
you all the address right now. Write it down. No, I'm just joking.
I'm going to bed.
Anyways, I will. We'll say goodbye and have a good night, guys.
Thanks,
And
Jeffy. Great show. Thanks,
yep,
everybody. Thanks for
we'll
coming
catch you
out.
next week, episode 97. And
We're getting close
we'll
to
have to figure.
100.
Yeah, episode 99 is when I'm traveling, so I will have to figure out what we do for that one. But scary. Anyway, so
Oh, good.
we'll see you guys next time, and have a good time. Be safe, and anybody in Ontario trying to be safe for the next few days with the snow and / ice rain we're getting. So, anyways, see ya. Hitting the button.
Bye.
Hit the button.